Mga kada, kasama natin ngayon araw na ito si Sean Luke Dado, ang nagbabahagi po ng kanyang kwento ng love and loss dito po sa Kada Umaga.
Hi, Mia. Good morning.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
This is Amiga.
Hello, Diana.
Diana,
Thank
please
you.
have a seat.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, thank you, Sean, for being here. How are you? How are you these days?
I'm doing fine. Better naman. My kids are okay also. So things are getting better.
Yes, it's been
3
about
years.
3 years now, right?
July
Sean?
30, we celebrated her yung 3rd anniversary. And things are going well.
Aha. Sean, bago natin pag-usapan kung of course, how you're doing these days, balikan natin yung masasayang alaala natin with your wife, 'di ba? Si Hazel. Oo. Alam ko na napaka-sweet ng love story ninyo. Nag-umpisa ito sa isang long-distance relationship, 'di ba? Nabuo ang inyong relationship sa pamamagitan ng pagsusulat ng mga liham sa isa't isa. Tell us kung it was it love at first sight? Kasi parang yung attraction ninyo sa isa't isa was almost instant, di ba? Nung kayo nagkita.
Yeah. Nung first time nakita ko siya, I was attracted to her right away, kaagad. And yung day din na yan, I asked her for a date para lumabas kami, and then nasa Los Baños ako noon. She was studying in Diliman, wala pang cellphones noong araw, wala pang internet, so we had to communicate by writing letters. And minsan if I had extra na allowance, I would call her long distance. And yan ang naging relationship namin.
Kasi ikaw ay nasa Los Baños.
Yes, tama.
Si Hazel ay nasa
Diliman.
Quezon City. How long was that period na nagsusulatan lamang kayo?
Within a month, I proposed to her. To be my girlfriend. Naalala ko, February fair yan ng Diliman. Yeah. Tapos, habang mag-boyfriend-girlfriend kami, we kept on writing letters to each other. And whenever I can, dinadalaw ko siya sa Quezon City.
Oo. Bakit, Sean? Bakit sa loob lamang ng isang buwan, naramdaman mo na yung pakiramdam na siya na yung para sa'yo?
Parang right away alam ko na kagad na siya na talaga yung gusto ko. Na in love ako sa kanya, and I wanted to spend
The rest of your life.
Yes, with her. Yeah,
Ano yung mga katangian niya, Sean, na nagsabi sa'yong, this is the woman for me?
Siguro parang she was so pure, parang yung joy niya in life, it was so childish, and that attracted me to her, na parang every little thing, kahit maliit na bagay, ang saya-saya niya. And it kind of rubbed off on me also, na I could see yung kasayahan sa buhay kahit ng mga simpleng bagay lang.
Sino nagpakilala sa inyong dalawa? At inano ba to? Intentional ba ang pagpapakilala sa inyo? Parang sa tingin ko magkakasundo kayong dalawa. Sinet up ba? Or was it...
Or did you guys find each other?
Accidental.
I was in sa ROTC sa UP Los Baños, and then dumalo kami sa Diliman for a sports competition, and then I saw her. I saw her sa crowd. She was with the sponsors, parang mga muse ng mga cadet officers, and then I parang hinanap ko siya from the crowd talaga.
Wow.
And I got to know her kaagad. Ilalam ko muna if she was single from other people, and when they said she was, kinilala ko na siya.
Nagpakilala ka?
Yeah, nagpakilala na ako.
Wow, grabe. He was a man on a mission, si Sean.
I was 19. She was 19, I was 20. Yeah.
And during the time that you were apart, doon ka ba niya sinagot? Was it through letters?
No, it was during, nung Feb Fair, tinanong ko siya and sinagot niya ako right away. And then, naging kami na. Naging kami na. She was my girlfriend
Not that very day.
that very day
That
also.
very day also.
Yeah.
Wow! Grabe!
Kaya it took a month before I proposed to her. But yeah, sinagot niya naman ako.
Oo. Ano yung pinaka tumatak sa yung mga
Siguro
experiences?
yung mga simple mga usapan lang namin, the time we spent together. Kasi nung time na yun, parang we didn't have to go places to entertain ourselves. Parang pag magkasama lang kami, ang saya-saya na namin. So we didn't have to go anywhere special. Yun ang naalala ko, lahat ng mga kwentuhan namin.
Tsaka ano yung pakiramdam na susulat ka, sasabihin mo yung saloobin mo, yung nararamdaman mo, tapos maghihintay ka para malaman kung ganun din ba yung nararamdaman niya para sa'yo.
Feeling mo. And it is.
Yeah, in a way, it was very exciting. Parang it was more exciting then than now. Kasi now, you send the message, kaagad silang sasagot. You know what they're thinking, you know what they're feeling. But before, you had to send your letter and then you had to wait a few days para bumalik. So parang mas
Mas
the
lalo
anticipation.
nag-grow po yung love,
Yes.
no? Habang naghihintay.
Parang
Feeling
ganun.
ko rin.
Parang ganun. Tapos ang saya-saya mo when you read the letter. And then you keep on reading it until the next letter comes. Kasi hindi kayo makakommunicate in real time eh. So kung ano man yung sulat na hawak mo, you have to make it last until the next letter comes.
Grabe, no? Kaya ganun na lamang yung sabik.
Yes.
Kaya nag-propose ka na agad. Para tigilan na natin tong paghihintay na ganito.
And I was thinking baka maunahan pa ako kasi marami na nagliligaw sa kanya.
Marami ba nabibigyan sa kanya?
Did you propose in a letter? Did you call her?
No, I
You
came.
went there?
Yeah, meron kasing February fair and sinadya ko to go to Diliman to that fair and then we spent the day together, the whole night, and before midnight, I asked her already kasi I had to go back to Los Baños the next day.
So nag-propose ka doon sa fair mismo.
Sa fair na mismo. And then she said yes.
You were super young, 20 and 21?
20 kayo.
Yeah. Tama, yeah.
Anong reaksyon ng mga magulang ninyo?
When we told them that we were going to get married, they were very supportive eventually. Of course.
Siyempre, nung umpisa, nagulat sila.
Nagulat sila, and then they were very helpful. They gave us every chance to make it work. Tinulungan nila kami, and it all worked out.
Aha.
And then when the baby was born, parang iba kasi when a baby is born, everything brings everything together. So ang saya nila na nagkaapo na, and
Oo nga eh.
Was it everything you ever dreamed of nung nagpakasal na kayo at nagsama na kayo, Sean?
more than I hoped for, I think. Parang it was really better than I expected. It was hard also because we were young and we had to make ends meet, but siguro that's what made it happy also. Kung nalalampasan niyo yung mga trials niyo and kung kailangan niyo magtiyaga for this reason, for that reason, if you go through it together, then it works. Masaya kami pareho.
Sean, you were together for 30 years of your lives.
30 years.
Ano yung mga pinaka-paborito mong ginagawa with Hazel in that span of time?
Actually, the times we spent at home, na kami lang, yun ang pinaka-enjoy sa akin kasi she like to go out. She like going places. Gustong-gusto niya maka-experience ng yung mga kung saan man, mga ibang pasyalan, ganun ba?
Adventures, gano'n.
Adventures, tama,
Outgoing
exactly.
po siya.
Yeah, outgoing, and she had a lot of friends. And I was kind of the opposite. Parang mas gusto ko na lang sa bahay.
Mas introvert.
Kinda. Mas gusto ko na na lang. So, para sa akin yun ang happy memories. And the times that we would go to Benguet all the time. She liked going to Benguet. She liked spending time there. Para sa akin, parang yun ang pinakamasayang memories ko. Just the quiet times.
And your kids, Sean, what was she like as as a mom?
She was a very exceptional mom. She's the kind of person na really love to take care of babies, like full time. She could just watch a sleeping baby and not be bored at all. Just spend the day watching the baby. And she was like that day in, day out. She really took care of our daughter. And when our grandkids were born, ganun din siya. And yung second na anak ko, kasi 17 years yung pagitan nila. And we had a hard time nung sa second na anak namin. So when she was born, parang ito 7 for my wife na dream come true niya na finally she got another baby.
Yes. So napaka-sudden din nung nangyari sa inyo.
It was very shocking, and kasi sinunod naman namin lahat ng mga guidelines, lahat ng mga sinasabi ng World Health and Department of Health, and so we were just parang nabigla kami kung ano nangyari, how did that happen, but ganun talaga. It was a very confusing and talagang ano yung sitwasyon.
Napakabilis, no? It was during the pandemic, Sean, when it happened. Uumpisa lang ng mga lockdowns dahil July 2020 ito nangyari.
Yeah.
And
We lasted 4 months.
Yeah, March po kasi nag-start yung lockdown. Tapos,
March. Akala
4
talaga
months lang.
namin. Yeah, that's true. 4 months lang. And we were so hopeful na akala namin malalampasan namin as long as we did everything right. We took precautions and everything. And ano lang. Yeah.
where were you
When it happened.
when it happened? When Hazel passed?
I was at home. And then we had to take Hazel to the lung center. And it was very confusing kasi we were looking for hospitals. Every hospital was full. Wala kaming mapuntahan. We had to wait for like mga 18 hours. I was waiting in the parking lot. And then finally na-admit siya sa lung center. And then they wouldn't let me go to her anymore. Hindi na ako nakababay sa kanya eh. I dropped her off sa emergency room. I parked the car. When I came back, she was inside and I never saw her again.
Hindi ka na pinayagan kasi during the
time,
pandemic,
They were
di
very
ba?
strict.
When you got sick, mag-isa ka
isolated.
Yeah.
to get sick, di ba? Oo.
They were very strict. So they allowed me to go home, and then siya sa hospital, and then she was very strong back then. We were able to talk through video calls. Nakakapagsalita pa siya, but at some point, sabi ng mga doctors, let's intubate her while she's still strong, because she's getting weaker. If we don't do it now, it might be too late later on. So before she was intubated, she was very lucid, she was very strong, and nakakapag-usap kami. And we all said our goodbyes sa video call, and we were trying to back her up and say, it's going to be fine, you're going to wake up and then we'll be here.
But then she never woke up.
Yeah, she never did.
Do you still remember the last time you guys spoke? Kung anong mga sinasabi niya po sa inyo?
Yeah, I remember everything. I remember every detail. And nung time na yun, she was saying she was so scared that she might not wake up. But we were saying, no, it's going to be fine. Ano lang yan. Alam din naman namin yung possibilities, but we didn't want her to think na ayaw namin mawalan siya ng lakas ng loob. Sabi namin, you're gonna be fine. Gigising ka and then you'll come home.
Netizens, for more Kada Umaga updates, i-click lamang po ang subscribe button at i-follow ang Net25 social media pages on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok at pati na rin ang Net25 TV.